I'm Michael. I'm your Fridays. I've been your Fridays, but I haven't been posting videos because I don't know how to regulate my life like a real person or deal with computers. Computers and I have always had a troubled relationship, but we're working on it. We're taking things slow. This is our fourth date. I like the speed it's going. It's nice. I'm not rushing things. I just want to see how it turns out. Anyways, so I have to make up for my missed videos before I answer the question, which uh, which is what is queer mean to you. So introduction, really quick. My name's Michael. I live in Seattle. I am from Texas and am a terrible, terrible Southerner. Um, but a wonderful, super gay Seattleite. I am a nerd, not in the fun, quirky sense where it's like, whoa, you have a hobby and you like it, but like in the sense where it's at the end of the month and you're looking over your bills and you realize you spent way more money on Magic the Gathering cards than on food and you're trying to calculate the nutritional value of cardboard just to try to come up even in April. It's the kind that destroys lives and alienates people. So yeah, Um, I'm recently graduated as a psychology major, so jobs that helps with are nothing. So I am looking to get into grad school and trying not to waste every single bit of the air around me. Okay, the quick version of your coming out story. Um, Back in Texas, come out to my girlfriend. Hey, I like boys, but don't worry, I like girls, and you're girls, things are gonna work out. That's weird. No, it's not weird. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Everything's gonna be totally, totally okay. It's not gonna be okay. No. We're breaking up. So we break up, and then I run from Texas and go to Seattle, where everybody's super gay. Like the straight people are super gay, way gayer than me. I don't know how to live my life. Um, I'm out to everybody when I get up here, and then it's like, oh no, how am I gonna tell my friends back home? They're never gonna understand. They're from Texas. Oh no, what am I gonna do? And everyone's like, it'll be fine. Just tell them. They're your friends. They'll love you. No, but they won't love me when I tell them. That wasn't the point. It's not what. That's not what we were saying. I just, and so then you go back home, and a little tequila later, it's like, guys, I like boys, and they just look at me like, is that really what we're talking about? I thought somebody died. You should get over yourself. We love you. That's fine. Let's talk about something real. And then I'm the one ashamed because it turns out I'm ignorant. So awesome. Go go gadget tolerance. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Anyways, on to the question. Already 3 minutes in. Gotta hurry. What does queer mean to you, or what does being queer mean to you? Unfortunately, I'm on Fridays, so um, I've already watched four great answers, and they've pretty much encompassed everything there is good to say. So I'm really going to try not to repackage it, but let's be honest, they pretty much nailed it on the content buffet, and now you're just in the shitty dessert section that's been rated by some wicked 8-year-old. Anyways, what does being queer mean to me? Well, in Texas, in the South, queer has kind of retained, at least in the older generation, its older meaning of just meaning different or a little off, which is somewhat derogatory, but I don't know, like I grew up to it, I grew up with it being used on like, like if a mailbox is hanging to the left, it's like, oh, that mailbox is a little queer, which I'm sure is some terrible insipid sexual metaphor, but that's not the point. Um, so that was kind of, the definition of the word that I entered into, and I think it's framed a lot of how I've treated it since then. Um, I never heard the word outside that context, or at least in an affirmative context, until I got to Seattle. And as was mentioned before, I believe by our new Thursday cereal, uh, queer is a word that not everybody likes, and I found that I really like it the most. For one of the main reasons that people that don't like it don't like it. It's kind of a nonsense term in a vacuum. As was said before, it means anything for anyone that's using it, and so it kind of means nothing by itself. But I like that because then you just have this quick catch-all term where you're like, oh yeah, I'm queer, and then the person is like, cool, that doesn't mean anything. I have to ask you about your life and engage you as a person, which I'm all for. So that was a thumbs up, not a whatever. Okay, we'll work on video framing later. Um, yeah, it begets questions, it begets communication, it gets into the depth of the person beyond the little words. I'm not so pretentious to go on some rant here about, oh, don't put me in a box in these little categories. No, 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 that's not what I mean. I think as helpful and convenient as those terms can be, they sometimes limit us and force us to think we're a little more similar than we are, and maybe ignore some of that great diversity. So I'm rather a fan of the word queer, um, just because it means different. And and as a last note, I want to echo what I believe Taylor said. Straight people can totally be queer too. Allies are really queer because right now they're different. I'm talking like true allies, not like, oh yeah, I have a gay friend, so I make out too with the same person. No, not what I mean. I mean people that are really in the jam with their peanut butter, which is a whatever. Anyways, people that actually care, that are educated, that want to learn, for the sake of being your friend, not for just being some pretentious jag. But I mean, they're different too, and they're different with us, and they're putting themselves in a position to be attacked for being different. Maybe not to the same level or in the same ways, but it's worthy. And I think the hope is once we reach a point of lesser discrimination, more understanding, and more diversity, that queer really will mean nothing because we'll all be under that umbrella and it will no longer be, possible, necessary, or in a place where we want to differentiate. So that's my rambling about queer. Um, if you made it this far, congratulations. You clearly have too much time on your hands. The videos will be shorter. Um, I don't know how to tell computers to do the things that I want them to do. So, you get